All right. Hello, everybody. This is Sergeant Rusty again. This is part 3 of my mining for beginners in No Man's Sky. Part 1, we learned the equipment. Went to the anomaly. Showed you where we need to unlock all the equipment we needed to do this. And then we found a deposit. Then in part 2, we actually started building. I explained the extractors a little bit. How to connect them to the supply depot and everything. And now we're going to get into some more power options of what you can do to power this mine. And because we're running on the biofuel reactors right now, so we're going to get into that. But I just wanted to tell you that I do stream on Twitch. So there's going to be a link to my channel in the description below. And then there'll be a link in this one to part 2 if you missed that. Maybe part 2 and part 1 I should probably put in there. And in case you missed anything. And then, of course, if there's any questions, because I'm throwing a lot of information at you that you have, ask me in the comments or come by the stream. And whatever I'm playing, just ask a question. Even if I'm not playing No Man's Sky, you ask me a No Man's Sky question, we're going to do something about that. We're going to get you find out what you need to know, and we're going to get you to where you want to go. So I would love to see if you wanted to come by. So the links will all be down in the description. Like I said, let's get into this. All right. So now we've got our mine, our copper mine, a C-class. Just running off the biofuels reactors right now. Well, the next option we have, right, is solar panels. Okay. And so the power off these, it takes 50 kps of electricity to run one reactor, at least on normal settings. That's what I'm playing on, normal. All right. And that's what a solar panel puts out. Okay. So we'll drop down some solar panels. Okay. And we'll get rid of these. We'll just delete them. All right. And then we will wire these two together so they're one unit. And there we go. Now you don't have to run back. And, well, I mean, the biofuels now run 49 hours on a full charge of carbon. So you weren't coming back that often, but now you never really have to come back. At least with these solar panels, they will run as it's set up right now, as long as the sun is out. All right. So you got one right here and one, you know what I'm saying? 2 solar panels, 2 extractors, even Steven, we're ready to go. That doesn't, slow down the extractors at all. With these 2, it's 447 an hour. All right. So this will run as long as the sun is shining. So it'll run, 12 hours a day. I don't know what the planetary hours are for sure here, but you know what I'm saying. As long as the sun's shining, we're running and we're good. So you really never have to, you only have to come back when you need it. Okay. So what if we want to run 24 hours, which only makes sense. All right. That is where we're going to need batteries. Okay. So we're going to need 2 batteries here, and then we're going to need 2 more solar panels. All right. And to make these solar panels, this stuff's starting to look familiar. Metal plate, gold, and chromatic metal. That's why a copper mine's so important to get at the very beginning. You need that chromatic metal everywhere you go. So, that's why it's important. That's why I said you come across a C-class copper, like at the beginning, it's all time dependent, but if you need to get things moving, just drop a simple mine, you know what I'm saying, with a biofuel down, a base computer, maybe a ring or something, and start filling your inventory to make your life easier, because that thing's always going to be working. Because mines can be very simple, like I showed you in part 2. They don't have to be complicated at first, but You'll get more better at this as time goes on. So there's that. So we're going to need to drop 2 more solar panels, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then we will just wire these all together so they're one unit. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to delete this line here. All right. And then we're going to come off this point and go to this battery. All right, and as soon as we did that, these solar panels now still making like they're starting to charge up the battery. So we'll connect these 2 together. Now they're one unit. Now these are connected, so all we got to do is connect this wire here. And now they're running. Okay, now what we've done here is we've now turned our mine into 24 hours. This will now run 24 hours in game time, right? For sure. So now you never really have to come back and fill it up with carbon. I mean, it was once every 49 hours, but imagine you get 15 mines going. You don't want to make 15 stops. You know what I mean? I mean, it's okay at the beginning, but you know, let's get some automation in here because we like to relax too. So what's happening here, this is my minimum for running, and it's all based on the number of extractors that you have. Okay, so you're going to need 2, to run 24 hours, you're going to need 2 solar panels and 1 battery per extractor. All right? Because what's happening is 2 of these are being taken up during the day to actually run the machine, right? So imagine these 2, cut it into 1 hour of runtime. 2 of them are running the machines, and then the other 2 are taking their hours of runtime, 2 hours of runtime, and storing them in the battery. So we get 12 hours of daylight. We get 12 hours of daylight storage in the batteries. If I'm trying to make that point, I hope you're getting. One's running the machine, one's charging the battery. The other one's running the other machine, one's charging its battery. So that's how it works. And then that's the bare minimum. What I always do is put 1 extra. So we'll drop another solar panel here. And batteries can be kind of a pain because they need magnetized ferrite and condensed carbon. Okay, so we will drop this here. And then all we have to do really here is, right? And so all these batteries are getting charged. But I didn't hook this one up. So let's hook this one up. So now we got a little extra. You know, this in me makes me want to do this. We'll delete this. And then Z. And then put the... There we go. There's for the my OCD fans. So we're all charging up here. Right, so we got a little extra. You can even put 2. Like sometimes I needed 6, and I just built 9 and put a couple extra batteries, you know, just because. I'm not hurting for materials. You know, so now this will run 24 hours a day. Right? And so what that translates into is now these run 24 hours a day, so we could really drop some storage on here. Right? Let me make 20 more plates. Let me make 10 more plates. Right. You get the idea. We can really load up some storage now. And then these are connected. Like I remember, you can only connect 2 up here. So we'll connect that one. We connect that one. And now we've got 5,000. So it should be 5,500. 5,500 storage. Right? And then as you get the materials, get the ferrite dust together, you know, if you see a lot of my mines, they have a lot of storage. I didn't drop them all at once. I dropped a couple, got some more materials, came back, added a couple more, you know, built it up in stages, like I said. And we'll go travel to another one of my mines, and you know, you'll see what I've got going on. So that's the solar power in it. Now, the other power option, I don't even know if it'll let me. See, we can put this here. Oh, it is? No, see, there's no... This doesn't work because it's not in a electromagnetic hotspot. So you need to put these electromagnetic generators, and I'll show you in the hotspot. Now, when it comes to that, I worry about the deposit first, right? And power second. It's very rare to find a mineral deposit within a reasonable range of electromagnetic deposit. And it's so simple to put down. I mean, it all depends on the mine you're building, but I mean, if ones are in the range, and the range of the base is 300 units. Now, this isn't the video for this, but you can, by placing your base, it can expand the borders of your base by running up to the edge and building something, and then it extends the base out, and you can extend it out almost out to 1,000 meters or 1,000 units, or however you want to think of it, to get a hotspot. However, that seems like awful lot of work. I've done it, but after I've been doing this for a while, it doesn't really seem worth the effort to me, right? Not when, if I have a gold mine, I've got a copper mine, I got a gold mine, I got a rusted metal mine. I'm not worried about that. You know, the most extractors I have anymore is 3. I think I have one with 4 on my oxygen, and the solar panels easily cover that. So I just, like I said, I just concentrate. I'm finding a good deposit, and then I just drop a couple of solar panels down, or you'll see me sometimes, well, not anymore, but I'll drop a biofuel generator. I mean, 49 hours, what? So, but that just dropping that one extractor down in the biofuel reactor is so helpful. It just gets you going. Because people get tied up, and I got to build this great Imperial Grand Palace. No. Drop that damn extractor down. Drop that biofuel extractor down. Maybe if you have enough, drop a supply depot down. Get them hooked up. Let's get on with what we got to do. Right? You can come back and get 1,500 copper. That's a boon in the beginning, and it's something you don't have to do. You can move on to something else. You follow what I'm saying? You can be looking for more mines and go, instead of, now we don't have to worry about copper. We don't have to dig that up. You follow what I'm saying? So you can do it. I mean, people needed to do it, like I said, in the old days, because the minerals were so expensive. You can make so much money. They wanted to drop down 50, 60 of these reactors or extractors, right? To do that. And that was very labor intensive with the solar panels. So they just wanted an electromagnetic hotspot to run all these mines. Well, that's not applicable anymore. And maybe I'll make a video about it later about extending the base, but I haven't really found a use for that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just find the base, drop the panels down. Let's move on to what we got to do. There was something else I wanted to talk about too. What was that? Let's see. Electromagnetic. Yeah, you can. So I think there's other videos about that. There's one thing. Okay, so at night, this is what I wanted to do you, right? At night, the solar panels are going to shut down. Okay, so now it seems like they stopped, right? The battery is now draining down, but they haven't stopped. It's just, I don't know, it's a thing in the game. They're still producing as long as they have enough power in the batteries, right? So don't panic about that. You know, I was very worried about that in the beginning, and I'm not worrying about it now because they're like I said, they're running 24 hours with this. That's what happens at night. Even the gas do it. All right, so we just hook it back up, right? And we're good to go. And so the solar panels will even work inside a house, inside a base, but I always leave them outside. Okay, so that's really your options on the power. My recommendation to you is just drop some solar panels down, but let's go look at some bases of vine. Okay. Wait, that doesn't want to work because my ship is in the way. Hold on. Stand by one. Stand by one, everybody. Let's get him over there. All right, let's, for some reason, move this. All right, then let's go look at one of my... Okay, now they're running. That's what happened. It's daytime. It's nighttime. So let's go see what's happening. I now have a mine on every mineral, gas that you need that is in the game. So I've been playing this. I'm over almost 500 hours on this save. So we've got it going on. But this, as long as it's not storming here, it can storm. Okay, this is rusted metal. Okay, and that's what's happening here. See, the solar panels are done. Batteries are charged up. You can see I got 3 extractors. I've got 6, 7 solar panels and 4 batteries. And this thing's been just fine. It's still producing. Well, it's not producing now because we're full. Pipeline status, capacity reached. What I've got over here is 18,750 rusted metal. 1 rusted metal gives you 2 ferrite. And so I'm looking at 36,000 ferrite dust. I don't have to do that anymore. Right? And then to get to magnetized ferrite to make... let's see, who needed that? It was the battery. Okay, you're going to have to take regular ferrite dust, whether you get that from rocks or rusted metal. You put it in a refiner. Right, the ferrite dust. It changes that into pure. And then when that's done, you take that pure out, you put it back in a refiner, and it will refine it into magnetized ferrite. But at 2 for 1. So 2 pure gives you 1 magnetized ferrite. So it takes you a little while in the beginning, but I would highly recommend to get a magnetized ferrite mine. There is magnetized ferrite mine. They will save you a lot of refining time. But that's what this is. You can see I got 6x3 here. That's 18,000 plus 3 extractors, 18,750. You get the idea. And it's just a simple base here. Nothing too fancy. You know, I put a door here because I can reach through the door and I can grab it. You know, I don't even have to go outside. I just turn around and I get on about my day. Let me take you to an oxygen mine. Okay, this was on a hill. They're never really in ideal situations, you know, so you got to kind of become creative on how you want to get it. And this is an oxygen one, so you'll see an example of a gas mine, but it doesn't look any different than from a actual mineral mine. Are we storming? Oh no. Oh, a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you can see, there's a gas extractor. Whenever I want to bring company by, there's a 6x3 again. Okay, you can barely see it. But that's... You know, that's my oxygen mine. And then how I dealt with... that storm's messing with my... You can see where the mineral deposit was on a hill. And I just made, a platform coming out with columns. That's how I handled the hill thing. Okay, let's go to another gas. This thing's such a pain in the you-know-what. All right, I've got other gas bases. The only problem is you get a big list here. Gold mine, we can go take a look at that. This is kind of weird. Gold is the best-selling mineral in the game right now. You can make a lot of money with that. Plus, you need it for building solar panels. This is a funky color planet. All right, we'll go up here. Look at this. This is a remnant, the leftover from what it used to be. This is all gold. I did not drop these all at once. I added them a little at a time. And this wasn't even my main money maker. But we got 37,000 gold there. There's 13 million. And I forget, if I took it today and come back tomorrow, it's full. Because I think I've got... Here's a sick setup. I got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 solar panels, and I got 8 batteries. So that's a kind of example of what it used to be. All right, now let's go look at my moneymaker base, where I need a lot of these materials like I said, manufacturing is where I was making my money now. I'm making 6. If you have just started playing, I'm making stacks of 10 fusion igniters, which that stack of 10 is worth 156 million. I can do that 2 times a day. It's in the same place. Yeah, my oxygen mine is up there. And here's my main base. And if you can see it, you can't control but you can kind of see the green glow around the electromagnetic towers, right? So they're putting out 139. See, this is a C class. They run on the same scale as the other things. Oh, it's starting to clear up. So I'm using 1,480 kp, and I've got 1,980 kp available. So I got more than I need, but that's an electromagnetic thing in action. But like I said, worry about the deposit first. It's my advice to you. And because finding a deposit, do not pass up a good deposit just because there's no electromagnetic nearby. Don't do that. But I use electromagnetic mostly because if I build a great big base, right, I have a wire, the thing that hides the wires, but the game is, you know what I'm talking about, everybody. But I need, this is my farm now where I'm making my money, but I need my mines for this. They don't exist in a vacuum. This is a farm, a big farm I've got going here. I need all that power to run everything I want to run over here. And then in here, there's just, plants. I need manufacturing. And what I'm making is, we're back in the base. What my whole purpose here is making these fusion igniters 156 million apiece. So 6, about 750 million sitting here right now. I'm spending a lot of money now late game opening up my tools, but that's what I'm using it for. And I got, materials all over the place. Here's a lot in here. Magnetized ferrite. I'm telling you, that's pure. I don't want to get in that too much. We can get into the weeds about that later. But that's pretty much it, everybody. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've covered all the bases on mining. Remember that they don't have to be big and exotic. Remember one thing though, you can do it. I've thrown a lot of information at you. Let's see if I get a nice shot here. It's thrown information at you. It was a lot. It's not complicated, but it's just so much. And so, like I said, if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments below or come by the stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, same time zone as New York City. And if no matter what I'm playing, and I mean this, no matter what I'm playing, you got a No Man's Sky question about anything, ask it and we will get you to where you need to go. I know a little bit about this game and I've got an extremely smart chat and we can get you to where you need to go. Believe me, you can do it. Now that you know how to set up these things, it's pretty simple. And I'm excited to see what you come up with because you all are so creative. You just take off running with this stuff and leave me old Sarge in the dust. But that's why I'm here, to get you started. So like I said, everybody, the links for everything will be in the description below. A link to my Twitch channel, the links to the other 2 videos, because this is part 3. And I'm just going to stop talking now. So thanks for watching so much. I intend to try to put out more videos in the future. And if you'd like to see any ideas, if there's any questions you have, put them down in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about getting a video out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please have a great day. And this is Sarge signing off, and I hope to see you soon. Talk to you later, everybody.